A powerful feature of Photoshop, the history panel. Really useful way of running through lots of different designs. You've got this design, say here, and you think, well, I could use that in a particular way. Well, a really good way of using this is via the fill command. And I'm just going to now go all the way back down here where I've got nothing to start with. Then I can go to edit and I can go to fill. So fill, and obviously instead of contents of white, I can use history. Obviously pattern's a good one as well, really useful, but history's a great one. And I've got blending mode now of normal. A real good one is difference or lighten, etc. But let's just click OK there. Now at the moment, if I apply this, it uses the current fill. Now at this point, I didn't know what it was. So I'm just going to go back and maybe select a different one. Let's just look around. Yes, that one. That's where I want the fill to be. So let's just go back to this one again. White. So edit and fill. Now this is one trouble with the history, is that you can't overwrite the text. It just says fill. Be nice if you could put a special marker or note on it. You know, it'd be very useful, but that's always the way. Now click OK, and you've got your old design back. Now I've got all the rest of the thing. I've got loads and loads of examples, loads of different ones, blurs, etc. It'd be nice also if you could hover over there and actually see a little preview. But unfortunately you can't do that either. But still, you've applied it. But also what you can do is you can go back again and apply it again. But before you do that, you can go to, say, filter, apply some effects, maybe apply adjustment layer, all those sort of different things. So I'm just going to blur it just slightly. So just something like that. Once you've done that, then you can go back to edit and you can go to fill again. So edit and fill. Now, unfortunately, there's no preview. Always thought that was a really odd feature of the fill that there's no preview. Especially when, I could understand it when it was white, black, etc. But when you've got history, patterns, etc., it'd be great if you, maybe patterns would be too complicated. But now go with blend mode of difference. I'm just going to use this, click OK. And now you can see the result of that. And you can, of course, go back to it. You can say edit and fill and gain history, click OK. And you can see then you can build up some really quite unusual designs. And of course, you've got all this selection. What you can do is create a lot of different things before you start, like wave design, maybe blur design, some different gradient effects. All of them can be added to the history. You don't have to keep them, but you can then select them from that history panel. It's a great source of lots of different effects, which you can blend together. And again, filter. And this time I'm going to go with stylize and oil paint. One of my favourites. Always set the stylisation near the top, etc. No lighting. Really don't like that feature, but still everyone has their individual tastes on that. And you can play it a couple of times. Maybe go to image, adjustments and levels just to brighten it up a bit. And you can see, click there. Now I might think, you know what? I want to use another one. Now I don't know, without going back to it, and let's just go back to it very quickly. Yeah, that looks good. So I'm going to use that as my thing. Let's just go back to this one again. This is what I want to work with. Again, edit and fill. And history again. And again, use difference, but you could use lighten. That's a great one as well. Click OK, and it gives a sort of like nice smeary, blurry, but slightly lighter effect. But if you want edit and fill, and again, difference, or one of the other ones. Unfortunately, there's no preview again. That would be lovely, but what can you do? Now, you can always undo. An even better approach to this, short of obviously some commands and things to do various things, is, I'm not going to move these out of the way, is window and actions. And strange enough, I've already created a repeat fill. So a repeat fill history difference. Now, unfortunately, you can't do a repeat fill with pattern. You could set it up, you can set, but it will always use the same pattern. It will always use the same symmetry or the same settings, all those sort of things. So an action in there, not so ideal unless you want to just apply that one over and over again. But maybe a couple of weeks later, you click it again and you will only get that. That's not the case for this, the fill history. It will use whatever you've selected here. Doesn't matter. You can go and change your mind. So again, select one of these ones and then just click and you've got the effect. And you can always undo. So if you don't like it, say that one there, click and you've got that. Click it again, you've got that. And so on. You can see you can apply it, but you can also combine it with different effects. So again, always mix it up. Apply that, and then repeat fill history. And you can see you can build up very rapidly some very complex and abstract, weird and wonderful designs simply by just creating a selection of different effects using this action or the history panel along with the edit and fill. You can also use it really effectively with selections. So if you want, what you can do, I'm just going to use here, lasso tool, and you can just create a lasso. Nice selection here, and it just a random section. Doesn't need to be, a circle or anything. Also in this case, I've got a feather. So it's 38.5. You can set it to anything you want. Quite a nice feathering effect. And exactly the same as before. Maybe go and select one of these ones, different one. I don't know what it's going to be. Just experimentation. Edit and fill. And again, history and difference. Click OK. And again, edit and fill. Click OK. Or edit and fill. And use, let's go for lighten again. Click OK. And you can see you can create all kinds of designs just in that localized area. And again, stylize, oil paint, maybe apply some effects there. Image adjustments, vibrance, just tweak the color up. Sometimes I really like to create this sort of bright, intense, and unfortunately there's no repeat of this. So image adjustments, vibrance, and you can boost it up again. Just boost it up there. Another great option, so select and deselect, I don't want that anymore, is, well actually I could, let's just create a circle. So here's a circle, edit and copy, obviously use the shortcuts, and paste. Select, obviously it's done, and then you can move that, reposition it. But select and load selection if you want to just apply it just to that selection. Click OK. And you can do exactly the same. So let's just go for a different one. And again, I don't know what's up here. Let's just go all the way up here to wave and apply that. And that is just applied to that selection. And of course you can apply difference again and maybe lighten. And again, you can always go and use some other filters and effects. So select and deselect. Now at this point, I'm also going to just distort it. So filters, distort and wave. The great thing about that is you can see then you get this lovely wavy effect. Number of generators I always set to 1. I always wish it was sticky. I wish it was available so you could just go into it, and it was always set to 1. Always set to 5, unfortunately by default. So I just like to keep it like that. And click OK. And you can see the distortion there. And again, you can do exactly the same again. Apply the filter again, wave, and you can see it. Unfortunately, it tends to form into a certain shape. There is a workaround about that. Simply just rotate it. Just rotate the design and then filter, wave, and you can distort it in slightly different ways just by a subtle rotation of that design. And you can see then you can build up using the wave and a very basic generator, just a 1. You can create some really wonderful distortions. But again, select, load selection, click OK, and you've got your selection there. And you can go over here again. Let's just go for something else. Maybe that one. Again, I don't know what it's going to look like, but let's try it. And just click fill history lighten, edit, fill, and again history lighten. Maybe use overlay. Click OK, and so on. You can build up all kinds of complex designs. Well, with that, select and deselect, I can now reposition that. And also, it's just a layer, standard layer, which you can then go and apply effects to. So So effects, click down there, go to bevel emboss. I always love to add a bit of bevel emboss. And now it's quite dark, so you might like just try it, drop shadow. Sometimes the result is not always great with that. Up to you. Size. Sometimes I try it, sometimes it doesn't work. So click OK. Now you've got that design. Again, hold down the Alt Option key and you can drag multiple layers, and you can then combine them. You can reposition them. And I always love to just put them in different lock-in patterns. So you can just see, you look at it and think, move that across, put that there. And then another option, of course, is you might think, well, they're all uniform. You can always resize it. So resize, and you've got the design down to there. Rotate it again. Maybe to remove the uniformity, you can always go to filter and wave again and distort that. Filter and wave, select and load selection. Click OK, and then apply, edit, fill, and again, history. Or the pattern, of course. Another great one, which I haven't even covered in this. And overlay, click OK. And you can see, create slight variations in the colour to the design. And of course, once you're finished with it, layer and flatten image. And there you have a fairly complex, unusual abstract design, all based on very, very simple sort of structures. Basically, a gradient at the start. Just a very basic gradient, repeated, modified selections, overlaid like this with the history, edit history command. Well, I hope you found this of interest. Any questions, please let me know in the comments below. Thank you much.